Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 2022 Academic Staff Excellence Awards. I'm glad you all made it here on this blustery April day. We'll try not to think too much about the snow outside and focus on the awesome, excellent people here in this room tonight. I'm Angela Kita, teaching faculty in the Department of Integrative Biology, and I am very happy tonight to introduce our host for the evening, which is Chancellor Rebecca Blank. Chancellor Blank began serving as UW-Madison's chancellor in July of 2013, bringing with her a deep commitment to educational excellence and innovation. She is an internationally respected economist who has also spent time in Washington, D.C., working in 3 different administrations, most recently as the Deputy Secretary and Acting Secretary of Commerce under President Obama. She was recently named as the new president of Northwestern University and will be leaving us at the end of this academic year, she will be missed. So Chancellor Blank, as chair of the Academic Staff Professional Development and Recognition Committee, I would like to thank you for hosting tonight's ceremony and for your commitment to recognizing the outstanding work of academic staff here at UW-Madison. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Chancellor Blank.
Thank you, Angela, and welcome to everyone. Even if it is snowing outside, it's warm in here. I think for the last 2 years, these things have been done virtually, and it is wonderful to have an in-person award ceremony. It's really great to actually see every one of you. Before we present the awards, I want to thank the members of the Professional Development and Recognition Committee for helping to select this year's recipients, particularly Deborah Shapiro and Diane Stoyanovich, who led the review. Everyone who's on that committee who's here, raise your hand. Thank you all for your work. And let me thank Jake Smith, Leslie Fisher, the University Marketing and University Communications for their support during the awards process. And I just generally want to thank Jake for all the work that he does for academic staff. Thank you to Jake. And let me thank Martha Casey, Carol Heidemann, and Ann Wallace, the 3 of you, raise your hand, who generously continue to fund several of the awards that are going to be presented. Academic staff, as you all know, are critical to the teaching, research, and outreach missions of this university. They are the instructors, the researchers, the administrators, and the people who run and develop innovative programs that make UW-Madison an exceptional place to work and to learn. Tonight, we're going to celebrate 11 academic staff members who've made extraordinary contributions to their department, to our campus, and beyond. This is always one of the best parts of my job, and it's wonderful, as I say, we're able to do it again in person. The 2020 and 2021 winners of these awards were recognized at virtual events, but that's not the same as celebrating together. And do we have any of our 20 or 21 award winners with us tonight? Raise your hand. Is anyone here? Let's recognize those who are here. Thank you for coming. Congratulations to the last couple of years' winners, and let's turn to meeting this year's honorees. I'm going to start with Stacy Forster. Stacy, come on forward. I'll make you come up while I read your citation. Come on up. You join me over here. Stacy teaches at the School of Journalism and Mass Communication. She is the recipient of the Chancellor's Hilldale Award for Excellence in Teaching. She was recommended by Professor Hernando Rojas, director of the J School. Stacy's nominators call her a gifted teacher with high standards, a focus on skills development, and an ability as a journalist herself to inspire her students to be passionate about the work that they're doing. These qualities make her the ideal instructor for the 6-credit required introductory course in journalism and strategic communication. It's a demanding course that gives students the foundational skills that are critical for many of the other courses they're going to take on their way to professional roles in the media. There are 105 students in the course, and Stacy gets to know every one of them. She brings the same commitment to excellence to the department's capstone magazine publishing course and to the school's professional master's program, which has been expanded and revitalized under her leadership. Professor Katie Culver says, and I quote, "If I were to build from scratch an effective teacher of communication in a digital age, she would think, prepare, speak, write, and engage exactly as Stacey Forster does." Stacey, congratulations, and thank you for your important contributions to teaching the next generation of media professionals. And here is your award.
Thank you so much. Sure. I'll see if I can speak after that introduction. When I tell the story about how I started teaching in the School of Journalism and Mass Communication, I joke about how I sort of fell into it. I was not looking to teach. I had worked as a reporter for about a decade. I was working for the university in PR, and then this job came open, and I had never taught before, but the next thing I knew, I found myself teaching news writing, advertising, public relations, magazine publishing, and so much more. But when I think back to what I enjoyed as a kid, I loved playing school. And I would get home from school, I'd go down in the basement, I'd get out my spiral-bound teacher's record book and teacher lesson plan books, like anybody remember those from back in the day in the 80s? And I would teach my imaginary classes. So somewhere deep down, I guess I knew that this was something that I really wanted to do. If you know me, you know I love the Academy Awards, and this is probably the closest I'll ever get to winning an Oscar. So I'm just going to take my moment now to say some thank yous. First of all, thank you to Chancellor Blank and the academic staff for this award. To my friend Jenny Price, who saw the potential and told me to apply for this job in the first place. To Katie Culver for your kind and generous mentorship, and Director Rojas and all my colleagues in the journalism school who are so supportive and just like welcomed me right away. To my parents, my first and best teachers. To my family, Colin, Owen, and Karis. I always get so emotional, so excuse me. They're so understanding in knowing that my dedication to teaching sometimes means I have to be away from them, and they're always understanding of that. To the amazing graduate students who work in our classes, especially the Gateway J202, I told them today our major could not happen without them, and the care and the attention that they give to our students is really important. And finally, to all the students that I've worked with, a couple of them wrote letters of support for me, and I did the math today. I've worked with about 1,600 students in 10 years. And I'm just so lucky to work with them. They bring talent and creativity and enthusiasm every day. And I always tell them I'm honored to be part of their UW experience, and I learn as much from them as they do from me. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Service to the University. And this year's recipient is Dr. George Arndt, Professor of Anesthesiology in the School of Medicine and Public Health. Dr. Arndt, come on down. Dr. Arndt was nominated by Dr. Christopher Schroeder, Vice Chair of Faculty Development and Interim Vice Chair of Education in the Department of Anesthesiology. Dr. Arndt is one of the world's leading experts in airway management, the critical job of making sure a patient can continue to breathe while under anesthesia. Any of us who've been in surgery value this particular skill. The techniques and the devices he's invented are used all over the world. He's an engaging teacher and a sought-after presenter, and the Arndt Airway Management Workshop that he developed brings attendees from across North America to UW-Madison every year. Dr. Arndt is also a philanthropist who's given generously to help students from lower-income families to achieve their educational goals. The Arndt Family Scholarship has given full tuition scholarships to UW-Madison for more than 100 students. And he created the Anna K. Arndt Professorship in honor of his grandmother to support early career faculty in the Department of Anesthesiology. His nominator says, and I quote, Dr. Arndt has simultaneously managed to serve as a transformational force in the practice of medicine and in the lives of Wisconsin students. Dr. Arndt, thank you for your extraordinary contributions to the university, and congratulations.
Thank you. I can't believe that's me. I think you're writing about somebody else. But I do want to say a couple of words. And the first thing I want to do is I want to thank the University of Wisconsin for the Chancellor's Award. It truly was unexpected, and it's an honor for me and my family to receive it. This award really doesn't belong just to me, though. It belongs to my family, and particularly my uncle, John Arndt, who put together the Arndt Family Foundation. He appointed me a director, and to that end, we were able to achieve the goals of philanthropy in setting up the Anna Arndt Anesthesia Professorship for Junior Faculty and the Arndt Family Scholarship. I also want to say it's been an honor to serve the people of Wisconsin as a physician in the anesthesia department and the medical school. I hope I don't get emotional now, but the University of Wisconsin system has transformed my life. In November of 1979, I was at my medical school interview with Dr. Ben Glover, and he told me that I was going to get to medical school, and this transformed my family's life. My brother is also a physician and an anesthesiologist, and my sister is a graduate of the School of Education and an educator. And we come from the northwest side of Milwaukee. It's very blue collar. My mom is a Mexican farm worker. My dad a bricklayer, and people where I come from don't go to college, much less medical school. And to put this in perspective, 3 years before my medical school interview, I was on the flight line in Marquette, Michigan, fighting the Battle of the Upper Peninsula, pulling apart jet engines at minus 40 degrees below zero. And I'm really grateful that Uncle Sam let me separate from the Air Force when I was 19. In the spring of 1976 and continue on to college. I'm really grateful for this. And I'm very grateful for the people of Wisconsin for this university system and everything that's afforded me and my family. Thank you.
George. Next, we have 2 Chancellor's Awards for Excellence in Research. This year's recipient in the Independent Investigator category is Christine Sorensen. She's a distinguished scientist in the Department of Pediatrics at the School of Medicine and Public Health, nominated by Dr. Ryan McAdams, the department's neonatology division chief. Christine isn't going to join us today, but let me tell you just a little about her. Christine's research has expanded our understanding of a type of cell death called apoptosis. Get that right? Beginning as a biochemist, she initially studied apoptosis in the context of cancer therapies, then examined the role it plays in kidney development, and then established collaborations with our strong core of vision scientists to expand into studying diseases of the retina. Her research has opened new doors for understanding and treating kidney disease, cancer, and eye diseases like macular degeneration. A colleague says, and I quote, "She has established a superior research program that elevates the stature of the Department of Pediatrics and contributes meaningfully to the ongoing research enterprise of SMPH and the University of Wisconsin." Although Christine can't join us today, I want to extend my sincere thanks and congratulations to her, and let's give her a round of applause in absentia. The second Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Research is in the Critical Research Support category. And this year's award goes to Chongju Shao, an associate scientist in behavioral neuroscience in the Department of Integrative Biology. Dr. Shao, come on down. Dr. Shao works in the lab of Department Chair Lauren Reeders, who nominated him for this award. Professor Reeders says, Zhang shares his joy of discovery and passion for science with those around him and promotes a positive lab culture that values teamwork to conduct careful, rigorous, cutting-edge science. His lab is studying songbirds to help us understand the mechanisms in the brain that make social interactions positive and rewarding, which in turn has implications for treating mental illness. Zhang Zhu's prior experience working with rats has helped the lab to determine whether findings in birds can be generalized to mammals and then potentially to humans. He is a meticulous and innovative researcher who enthusiastically shares his knowledge with others, both within the lab and across campus. Students who have worked with him appreciate the time and care he puts into their training, which has enhanced their learning and their morale. Zhang Zhu, congratulations, and thank you for your important contributions to research at UW-Madison. Congratulations.
Thank you,
There you
thank
go.
you, thank you. I am honored to receive this year's Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Research. I would like to thank the UW-Madison for giving me this opportunity to receive this reward and recognizing my research achievements. Here, special thanks to my nominator, Lauren Reuters, and my advisor, Stephen Gammy, and those who support my nomination. I also want to thank my wife, Yu Chang, and my daughter, Yuan Zhao, who are here with me tonight for their encouragement and support. It has been a lot of fun and rewards for me to work in the behavioral neuroscience field. Receiving this reward will encourage me to continue make contributions to this field in my future research. Thank you all for this honor tonight.
Congratulations. Next is the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Leadership at the individual unit level. Isa Dolsky, Associate Director of the Center for Healthy Minds, is this year's recipient. Isa, come on down. Isa Dolsky's nominator is Richie Davidson, who founded and directs the center. Isa oversees the center's operations, including advancement, financial accounts, outreach, and research administration. She's skilled at handling grants and managing regulatory issues, and serves as the point person for the center's collaborations with dozens of campus units. Sounds to me, Richie, like she does all the work. She played a key role in managing the center's work over the past 2 years, supporting the mental health of employees who are dealing with an increase in demand for the center's resources. And she is a leader in the center's commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. She's reshaped employee recruitment practices to build more diverse candidate pools and has prioritized efforts at self-examination to ensure that the center's policies and practices align with its values. Professor Davidson says, and I quote, "I am humbled and filled with gratitude whenever I reflect on the extraordinary work that Isa has conducted throughout her long years of service to our center and to the university." Isa, thank you for your excellent leadership and congratulations. George.
Thank you so much, Chancellor Blank. I'm honored to receive this award. At the Center for Healthy Minds, researchers believe that connection is one of the core constituents of well-being, and that we have the ability to cultivate this skill. Now, in the workplace, none of us work alone, right? We have colleagues, supervisors, perhaps teammates. In addition, there are people we might not physically see who nevertheless contribute to our grander goals. Custodial staff, maintenance workers, accountants, lawyers. And regardless of whether or not our interactions are direct or indirect with our colleagues, what I bring to work affects my colleagues, and what my colleagues bring to work affects me. And in recognizing our interconnectedness, that's when we have a greater capacity to accomplish more together than we can alone. And therefore, I am eternally grateful for my colleagues, everyone at UW-Madison, for your presence, your courage for doing what you do every day, your wisdom, and your kindness. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lisa. Congratulations. Our next award is the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Leadership at the college, school, or larger university community level. This year, the award goes to Nancy Lynn Carls, co-director of the Writing Center and Writing Across the Curriculum program. Come on down. Nancy was nominated by English Department Chair Anya Warner and Associate Chair Krista Olson. Nancy joined the Writing Center nearly 17 years ago. As its co-director since 2019, she has brought in talented new staff and created new programs to serve an increasingly diverse community. She's also founder of the Mellon, Wisconsin Dissertation Writing Camp, which has provided writing support and mentoring to more than 600 graduate students since 2011. And she's partnered with schools and colleges on campus to create writing workshops that are tailored to their needs. And as longtime director of a literacy outreach program called the Madison Writing Assistance Program, she connects community members with free one-on-one writing assistance at libraries and neighborhood centers. A colleague says, and I quote, "While much of her work is done outside the public eye, she is absolutely essential to so many integral parts of this university, and she has had an impact on countless students as they pursue their education here." Nancy, congratulations, and thank you for your many contributions to the university and to our community. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Chancellor Blank, and everyone for gathering here this evening. I am deeply honored to be included among the other nominees in this category and among such outstanding university colleagues overall. You are so inspiring. I'd like to begin with a heartfelt thank you to those who coordinated my nomination and wrote letters of support, including my English department colleagues, Dr. Anya Warner, Dr. Krista Olson, and Dr. Mike Bernard-Donalds, all of whom have been extraordinary supporters of the Writing Center and of me personally, and whose advocacy has enabled us to significantly expand the Writing Center's staff, offerings, reach, and impact over the past few years. Thank you to Dr. Dale Bjorling from Veterinary Medicine, who first welcomed me as a guest facilitator in his research ethics seminar back in 2005, and whose strong commitment to student writing serves as a model not only for those in the sciences, but for all of us. And thank you to Dr. Kevin Mullen from Continuing Studies, with whom I have also had the privilege to work over many years, first when he was a Writing Center TA, and now as a much valued collaborator through our Writing Center and Odyssey project partnership. And I'd like to extend an especially heartfelt thank you to Dr. Emily Hall, Director of the Writing Fellows Program, and my co-director in the Writing Center and Writing Across the Curriculum. I'm incredibly fortunate to work with such a smart, thoughtful, and generous colleague, and amidst the many transitions and challenges we face together as co-directors, especially throughout the pandemic, she's always been there to listen, strategize, troubleshoot, and offer unwavering support. I'm so grateful for you, Emily, and I feel like I share this award with you. In addition to these colleagues, I'd also like to thank Brad Hughes, former director of the Writing Center and Writing Across the Curriculum, and a dear friend who worked tirelessly to foster a strong culture of writing during his 35 years here at UW-Madison. It has been such a privilege to work alongside him and to be able to build on the foundation and legacy he left after developing one of the largest, most comprehensive, and leading writing centers in the country. And then I'd like to thank as well our entire Writing Center team, including our fabulous undergraduate receptionists, our graduate TA instructors, and our exceptional teaching faculty in the Writing Center, Drs. Ellen Cecil Lemkin, Jenny Conrad, Lisa Marvel Johnson, Dottie Main, and Angela Zito, with whom I've had the pleasure and joy of working with every day, and who represent the very best of colleagues and all-around good humans. It's been said that the power of a research university runs on the strength of its writing, and UW-Madison is no exception. Since 1969, the Writing Center has supported students, faculty, and staff with writing from all disciplines and of all genres, from course assignments to fellowship applications to research proposals and grants. We support thousands of writers each year, from first-year students through dissertators, all of whom bring a wealth of knowledge and experience, and from whom we learn so much from in return. And although our instruction takes many forms, from workshops to writing groups to dissertation camps and more, the core of what we do is engaging in one-to-one conversations with writers about their writing. And as a unit that serves the entire campus as well as the broader Madison community, we take seriously our social justice mission and our commitments to anti-racism, accessibility, and linguistic diversity, whether we are supporting students on campus or community members through our free Madison Writing Assistance Program. With generous support from the College of Letters and Science and other campus and community partners, we help power the beating heart of the Wisconsin idea, writer by writer and draft by draft. And I'm so fortunate to be able to play a role in this work. And then finally, I would not be here today without the longtime support of my loving and devoted family, including my parents who are watching from home. Hi, Mom and Dad. My partner, Chris, and our 4 amazing children, Sam, Maddie, Henry, and Charlie, who I think are eating all the desserts in the back row there. Thank you for supporting me in this journey and for cheering me on through everything. You're truly my inspiration and the light of my life. And I thank you, everyone, so much for this tremendous honor. I'm truly grateful. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Our next honoree is Joy Shelbley, an outreach specialist with the Division of Extension. She's the recipient of the Robert and Carol Heidemann Award for Excellence in Public Service and Outreach. Come on down, Joy. Joy was nominated by Mary Pardee, Area Extension Director. Extension educators are some of our most visible employees around the state. Joy has worked with communities in northern Wisconsin for 20 years, and for the past 7 years, she's worked with the Bad River Band of the Lake Superior Tribe of Chippewa Indians. She has immersed herself in tribal language, culture, and community to build a level of mutual respect that nourishes successful collaborations. Joy helps to develop community gardens and shares knowledge about harvesting wild foods and medicinal plants. She involves tribal youth in activities that build leadership skills while teaching about biological sciences and natural resources. And she's helped to stoke interest in the traditional Ojibwe game of lacrosse among both Native and non-Native youth. Weekly community games provide an opportunity to build respect and cooperation. A colleague says, and I quote, "Joy's respectful relationships, enthusiasm, creativity, dedication to the community and work, and the driving sense of mission embody the best that Extension can be." Congratulations, Joy, and thank you for your excellent outreach work.
What an honor and a pleasure to be here accepting this award. The work that I do is the manifestation of the Wisconsin idea. I am rooted in community. The work that Extension offers is both responsive and responsible. So I do want to start by thanking the visionary leadership of Extension, our director and dean, Carl Martin, the director of the Positive Youth Development Institute, Matt Calvert, who's both been a mentor and supporter of my work and given me much guidance and a lot of hugs. Also, Mary Pardee, District 1 Director, and as another one of the award recipients mentioned, nothing we do is really on our own. So I want to commend and thank all of the Extension educators, Ashland, Bayfield, and Iron County in particular, for the support and partnership that they've offered. Of course, I want to offer gratitude to my family, my beautiful husband and son, who have been on this journey with me as a non-Native person doing this important work to restore culture, vitality, and language in a tribal community. It has required a lot of humility and many, many times making mistakes. The Bad River Band of Lake Superior Chippewa have been nothing but gracious in welcoming me and inviting me to share my skill, but also embracing me as a community member. I will continue doing this work, and this award has energized me and also validated the work that Extension offers, and I'm just so very grateful to be here tonight. So thank you all, and miigwech in Ojibwe is thank you, so thank you.
Next, we have the Martha Casey Award for Dedication to Excellence, which honors unsung heroes who do important work behind the scenes. The first of this year's 2 recipients is John Koger, Research Technology Manager at the Center for Healthy Minds. John, come on forward. John was nominated by his supervisor, Robin Goldman, who's the director of the Research Support Corps at the center. For 25 years, John has supported the work of several psychology and neuroscience research labs. His expertise in computer hardware, software, programming, and information technology has enabled a multitude of studies and hundreds of published papers. He's known as the person who stays late and comes in on weekends and holidays to make sure things are working correctly, and the person to call when things go wrong. He's generous in sharing his time and knowledge with everyone, from undergrads to faculty, and people across the university seek him out for advice, training, and assistance in setting up and operating labs. Beyond his technical expertise, he has infused the workplace with what his nominator calls goofy humor and joyful camaraderie. A colleague says, and I quote, "John's contributions are revealed through decades of beautiful, high-quality data." I love the term beautiful data. "Friendships across time and continents, and much love, respect, and gratitude from all who interact with him." John, congratulations and thank you for your contributions to the university.
I'd like to start off by thanking, the instigators, my boss, Robin, who unfortunately can't be here tonight because basically everyone in her family is sick right now, is going around. Stacy, Dan, and Issa, and Richie for putting up with me all these years. Thank you so much. So, I got a lot of letters of support, and they were all super touching. And there was a thread that went through all of them, and that was that I'd done a thing that I learned from a boss of mine many years ago, Chuck. He was a ex-Navy guy, ex-destroyer captain, and he did a thing that he called showing the flag. And so the idea was basically get out with the people that you work with, let them know that you're not just hidden away in your office, that you're actually there and that you have the time to talk to them. And I found this to be just a remarkably helpful thing, especially in the sense that, IT people like myself, and especially more senior people, folks have a hesitancy to come and talk to us. They don't want to bother us. They think we're doing something super important that doesn't, that rates above what they're working on. And so I found that to be an amazingly invaluable thing, is that just go out, get out of my office, walk around, ask people how they're doing, ask them if they have any questions about anything, and invariably, oh yeah, they do. So yeah, I just want to kind of pass it along from Chuck to me to everyone here that it's worth getting out of your office and just go talking to people, because you open up all these things that turn into mentorships, that turn into new approaches to do studies and stuff, and it's just amazing. So thank you all so much.
Our second Martha Casey Award for Dedication to Excellence goes to Dale Wilson. Dale is Research Services Manager at the Sonderegger Research Center, better known as the SRC, and as a Teaching, Learning, and Technology Specialist at the School of Pharmacy. Dale was nominated by Professor Betty Tuning, former director of the SRC. Dale wears many hats. She assists with grant submissions, budgets, data management, staff training, institutional review board submissions, articles, and reports. Over the past 30 years, she's helped to bring in millions of federal research dollars for the SRC. Her colleagues praise her organization and communication skills and her ability to calmly and efficiently solve problems under extreme deadline pressure. And they credit her with helping to foster collaborations within the SRC, between the SRC and other campus units, and with outside organizations. Dale also provides key support to the required pharmacist communication course by recruiting and training 20 people each spring to play the role of patients in simulations. Her nominator says, and I quote, "She works steadfastly on behalf of the rest of us, never taking the limelight or asking for anything in return. In fact, it's the opposite. Dale's wonderful research and communication skills, superb organizational skills, quiet strength, and true kindness make all of us better. Congratulations, Dale, and thank you for your excellent support of research and learning at UW-Madison.
Well, thank you so much. It's been so fun to hear what the other award winners are doing, and it's just really inspiring. And you know, I just kind of think, what am I doing in this group? My gosh, you guys are all so amazing. But I'm so honored to be receiving this award. Thank you, Chancellor Blank. And I just want to thank Martha Casey for establishing this award and making this opportunity available for academic staff. I think it's really such a wonderful thing that you've done, so thank you. Special thanks to Betty Tuning, who nominated me. We have worked together for, I think, over 30 years now, and as we've often joked, you know, we kind of do these projects and we kind of say, well, here we are, you know, working in the Center for Impossible Causes. You know, we're trying to do things that you think, oh my gosh, how are we going to do it? But I have to say, Betty, you really have been an inspiration, and you know, toward making the world a better place, which is always, you know, what you're top of your mind, I think, with anything that we're doing. And you do it with grace and humor and a little bit of stubbornness, which I think serves us all well. I want to thank my family, my husband Bob and my daughters Panjun and Allie, for going with the flow over the years with many funny schedule things and a few frozen pizza nights, so I appreciate that. And I just feel, too, that I should acknowledge all the people throughout campus that I've worked with over the years who, it's just amazing how much patience and problem-solving skills people have, and what a difference it's made to be able to work with people like that. So I think they're all deserving of awards, too. So anyway, thank you again for this award, and I really appreciate it.
Finally, we have the Ann Wallace Career Achievement Award, which recognizes retiring academic staff members who've provided leadership across campus on behalf of academic staff, in addition to having had a distinguished career. We have 2 recipients this year. The first is Mo Bischoff. Mo retired last fall as Associate Vice Provost and Director of Academic Assessment. Come on down, Mo. Mo was nominated by Eden Inouye Rani, Chief of Staff to the Provost, and Christine Fund, who directs 2 campus initiatives related to improving mentoring in research and is also a senior scientist at the Wisconsin Center for Education Research in the School of Education. And I've had the pleasure of at least touching Mo and working with her occasionally over my time here, too. Mo's many contributions to the university during her 25-year career have had a wide-ranging impact. She led the university's efforts to better understand how students learn so that we can better identify the teaching techniques that work best for different students. And she played a key role in implementing the Madison Initiative for Undergraduates, which changed the student experience with programs like residential learning communities and first-year interest groups. She also helped us revitalize the Cluster Hire Initiative and advocated for greater recognition of the role academic staff play in the success of those clusters. And she's been deeply involved in shared governance. As one of her supervisors noted, and I quote, "Mo knows how to get things done, and she does so with a mix of interpersonal skill and content-specific knowledge. She's one of the most talented administrators and colleagues I have ever worked with." Mo, congratulations and thank you for your many contributions to the university.
So thank you, Becky, I appreciate it, and for your leadership and the grace that I had to work with you, and also to Provost Carl. Thanks to Jake, the Academic Staff Office, and the PDRC for your effort and time supporting the recognition of academic staff and so much more. I am honored, humbled, and was really quite surprised to be the recipient of the Ann Wallace Career Achievement Award. Ann, thank you for your amazing passion, for your insight and your foresight to establish this award for retired academic staff. Moreover, it was because of Ann that I got involved in academic staff governance. Years ago, when I transitioned from a graduate assistant in the School of Education's dean's office to a full-time academic staff position, Ann took me aside and said, Mo, if you want to get to know this university better, if you want to understand what shared governance is really about, and if you want to meet people from across campus, get involved in academic staff governance. Well, for those of you who know Ann, you listened to her good counsel, which I did. I was fortunate enough to serve as an academic staff mentor, served on the Academic Staff Assembly, and was blessed to serve and co-chair the Personnel Policies Procedure Committee for 9 years. It was really through these experiences and the people I worked with that made the idea of shared governance come to life and had a profound impact on the rest of my career. The other reason this award is especially important to me this year is I get to share it with another longtime School of Education colleague and friend, Brenda Spicala. Sharing this honor with you, Bren, makes my heart smile even more. Congrats to you as well. I also wish to thank my nominators, Chris Fund and Eden Inoirani, two of the most talented, amazing campus leaders I had the privilege to work with and learn from. Each of you are part of my forever friends bucket. Chris, thank you for the many years of working together to foster excellence in research, teaching, and learning and mentoring. Mostly thanks for showing me what leading with integrity and compassion looks like. Eden, thank you for your wise counsel, your ability to see the best in others even when they were at their worst. For your laughter, always a full bowl of candy, and mostly for your clarity and honesty. Thank you for leading with strength and empathy. I've learned a lot from you. And to my colleagues, all of whom are also forever friends, who wrote letters of support for my nomination, I am deeply and forever touched. And these include Steve Kramer, Aaron Brower, Michael Bernard Donalds, Bruno Browning, and Steve Abel. My career was enhanced by each of you through your leadership, wisdom, grace, and friendship. Thank you. Finally, my career at the university could not have been so fulfilling and meaningful without the support of many other friends, one of whom is with me this evening, Don Gunderman. And to my family, especially my husband, Jim, who could not be with us this evening, thank you for more than 30 years of support, patience, and love. You honored my passion for the university and knew how much I valued working with others, fostering relationships, and building community. In closing, I am blessed to have been part of a community whose values aligned with mine. I will be forever grateful for the career that unfolded for me and for the support of so many of you and others that made my career so meaningful. And again, thank you for being a dear colleague and friend. I am deeply honored to be recognized for an award in your name. Thank you.
You don't get to take my notes. Yeah. Congratulations. It's good to see you. The second recipient of the Ann Wallace Career Achievement Award and our final honoree of the evening is Brenda Spicala, Distinguished Information Processing Consultant Emerita in the School of Education. Brenda was nominated by Anna Lewis, Interim CIO at the School of Ed, and Lisa Jansen, Interim Director of L&S Learning Support Services. Brenda retired last year after a 27-year career providing IT services to the School of Education. She was the co-creator and leader of Merit, which is a unit that provides media, educational resources, and information technology, MERIT, to the School of Education. And she's been involved in many communities working to improve IT campus-wide. Her reputation as a talented leader with outstanding judgment and analytical skills made her a valuable part of many projects. When Brenda realized she was the only woman in the room at campus-wide IT meetings, she launched an effort to improve recruitment, retention, and advancement of women in IT, both on campus and nationally, as part of the Big Ten Academic Alliance and EDUCAUSE. A colleague says, and I quote, "Brenda exemplifies the exceptional performance, professional excellence, leadership, creativity, and contributions that the Ann Wallace Career Achievement Award is designed to recognize." Brenda, thank you for your many contributions to this university, and congratulations.
Chancellor Blank, thank you so much. And thank you all for being here. What an honor. For me, it was always about the people and not about the gear. It was about connecting people to the right gear for the right mission. I want to thank Ann Wallace for this award and her tireless advocacy for academic staff. Through her encouragement, I became active in governance and grew my leadership skills. I really believe work in governance builds leadership skills. So thank you, Ann. I want to thank my nominators and co-leaders on my journey, Anna Lewis and Lisa Jansen, for all the years and the hard work, the initiatives that we delivered on. I also want to thank important mentors and allies who supported my nomination, Joanne Carr, Phil Barak, and Rob Kohlhepp. I want to thank Claire Schaefer, Dorothy Kleinfelter, and Mo Noonan Bischoff, whose early influence and support set me up for success. Claire actually hired me into the School of Ed Dean's office in 1992, and so it all starts with Claire, really. But I'm so honored to share this award with Mo. I want to thank Dan Jacobson. He was the School of Ed's first CIO, and he really set me on a path of intentional leadership. And I want to give a shout out to Sean Bossinger, an important mentor, ally, and sounding board for me throughout the years. Now, sponsorship is key. You need someone who can pay for the coffee and the bagels so you can get people together to meet. Breakfast is a big draw with food. But sponsorship is key. So I really want to give thanks to the School of Ed's deans Diana Hess, Julie Underwood, and Charles Reed, and CIOs Lois Brooks and Bruce Moss, who all supported me and prioritized my time for bigger initiatives. Can't thank you enough. Now, as people have alluded to here, no great work happens without a great team. I have so many people after several decades of work to thank. But I want to give a shout out to Merit colleagues, including Jason Erdman, Chris Dowling, Barb Simons, Dean Winger, Lori Zradica, Jim Jonas, Sabrina Messer, Roxana Bellotti, Adam Wiesenfarth, Ella Chopik, Jackson Kessner, and Kevin Chopik. And I want to give a special shout out to the women I worked with on UW Women in IT team, Sandy Cyberlick and Sarah Tate Peterson. Couldn't have done it. We were inventing it as we went, and it was a marvelous thing. I'm so proud of that work. Finally, a huge shout out to my husband, Richard Kunert, an outstanding campus technologist at the Biotech Center. We were able to be a geek couple on campus together. It's precious to me. But we've both enjoyed our campus IT journey together, even serving on some same initiatives in the same meetings, and are looking forward to new adventures in retirement. So I really want to thank everyone again for this amazing honor. It is about community. And I'll just say, on Wisconsin. It means a lot to me.
So we've met 12 individuals this evening, and you think about the scope and the range and the importance and the contributions of the work that they've done, and multiply that now by about 2,000. And you know what the staff, the faculty here on this campus do. I just want to thank everyone, both tonight's honorees and everyone who we work with, all of our academic staff, for the talent, passion, and dedication that everybody brings to their work. You know why this is one of the great public universities when you meet the people who work here. So please join me in one more round of applause for our 2022 award winners. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you all for being here tonight, and make it home through the snow safely.
totally tall enough. Wait, they could have a teleprompter here.
Hi.
Owen, did you hear what he just said?